I'm Dan Drake. This is Front Up on Geno TV and Channel 99. Our guest today is Gena Heneke, who was one of the candidates for school board in the town election in April. Gena, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we'll get into why you're interested in running for the school board.
I have moved here. I've lived in Nantucket here for like a little over 6 years now. Moved here with my family. My husband came here because of his work through Nantucket Island Resorts, and have two sons. Originally,
how old?
They're 9 and 11. So coming from Texas, San Antonio, it's nice and hot.
Quite a change.
Been volunteering in the school system, even since not even pre, there's not a pre-K, but when it was through the community school, they have the summer boost program. And I was a stay-at-home mom, then eventually started volunteering more and more. And
then you started to work too.
Then I started to work. So I've just been more involved, and my children love it. Although my sixth grader is not so much anymore.
What are they, 6th and 4th? Or
so 4th and 6th grade.
4th and 6th grade. Yeah.
So it's a little different as going into the middle school.
Right.
So.
It's a little different world, isn't it?
Yes.
So what called you to put your hat in the ring for the school committee?
Currently on the student council. This is my second year, and I just love being in the school and hearing what's going on or what other children are talking about, or just get a sense. And I saw that there was a seat opening. I'm like, thought about it some more, and then I was like, I'm gonna try. I just want to help make the schools better. Want to give back to the community. Been here, we love it here. I love the small town feel. My children love it. They love their teachers in school, and
So, assuming you win, what's your order of business? What are you going to do? What are the things you like, and what are the things you don't like about the school system?
Well, I don't have a specific agenda. No, I would like to have maybe integrate more like Spanish in the elementary, maybe in the intermediate school. We always get a lot of the English language learners that are coming in that are learning English, but it would be nice if the children would, pick up Spanish a little bit earlier than getting it in the middle school.
So when do they start? In 7th grade?
I think 7th grade. 6th grade, they get a little taste of it, but 7th grade is when you have your elective courses in Spanish. I'm from the public system too, and I started at 7th grade. I have Spanish in my background, but I lost it in elementary school. I speak English. I can understand Spanish. So see, I have my little notes here. Integrate. I know I'm getting more in high school. I know they have like a culinary development program. With the hospitality is in my background as well, so that would be nice for high school students to venture. I know they have the trades too, but that would be another good opportunity to see there, hospitality. And there's always more need for improvement on security and safety. I would like to know more about that as well.
Back to the language question.
Language, yes.
I guess I don't know a whole lot about this, so bear with me. But my oldest granddaughter was in a public school in Raleigh, North Carolina, where she took Spanish in 1st grade.
Wow.
And they started working them up through. But I wonder, I would wonder if there couldn't an argument be made that to really get these non-English speaking kids into English as fast as possible, whether there should be they'd be forced to speak English rather than having kids respond to them in Spanish or whatever. I
get you. It would be nice to have universal preschool, so that the younger kids that are coming in, that's another year of having education and having that another year to learn speaking English quicker.
Yeah, but they don't come just in preschool.
And it's all different levels.
That's
it's all different age, and hopefully there's got to be a solution for that to help along the line for test scoring and all that.
But it's pretty clear that it's going to be more important to be able to understand Spanish.
Yes.
As we go forward.
Yes.
For those of us who don't.
That, yes. And there's also these apps on telephone on your phones now that help speak for you if you need it to. But it's good to learn, you know. And the kids are young and they have their minds are like sponges, so it's the best time to do it.
So. Anything on the curriculum other than that on the curriculum that you'd like to see?
I like to. I mean, there's got to be a solution to help the curriculum. I would think to increase test scores. I think not being in it, but I always get the reports and like, what can we do to make it better? Is there something?
Maybe you spend more time teaching. Instead of working towards a test score.
So
I don't know.
Don't know that yet either. So, I would like to see that improved as well. You know, I have my both sons. One loves homework more than the other. The other one's like, it's all on computer now, and that's a little tricky. I'm like, so I'm learning that.
Is that the older one?
That's the older one in 6th grade. It's all on the Chromebook, so that is it's different. So I'm like, where's your textbook? You know, I'm used to having the textbook, so I know that would change if they go into the high school levels.
And whether that's good or not is probably beyond both of us.
Yes, times are changing.
Yeah, exactly. What about the extracurricular things, the opportunities that the kids, do they need more? Do they have too many other things on their platter already? What are you?
I don't know. I think you're thinking like sports.
Well, sports is one. I mean, yeah, exercise is always good.
Exercise, yes.
But also, I mean, clubs or, you know, I don't know that there are many in the elementary school.
In the elementary, I mean, the community school puts out a good program for kids to want to do extra, like whether it's like.
But they have to pay for those, don't they?
They do have to pay. So I think there's scholarship-based funds that you can apply for, I believe. I would love to see more gymnastics. I mean, I don't have any girls, but or my son wanted to do tumbling at one point, and I was like, well, I don't want to be in a room full of just girls. I'm like, okay, so more of a gymnastics. That would be a great program.
Funny thing about 6th grade boys, isn't
yes. So they want to do the cool hip hop stuff that boys are into, you know, and there's not that here. I don't see it's mostly for girls. So he's on the swim team, and it's mostly girls too, but he loves it.
What about, I suppose you haven't really had much up-close experience with a high school.
No.
But are there things there that have come to your attention that you feel the school committee needs to focus on?
That's like my next object, to go and look into it. Like I said, I don't have much experience or what's going on or what's needed, or I've been asking questions here now. Now I'm like focused, and I would like to meet with the principal to get his thoughts on, you know,
such as,
yeah,
give us a couple of examples.
What's the hot topics, or you know, what's going on? What do children
teaching to the tests?
Yes. What is, you know, what do you hear? You know, what's going on in school, or what kids want more of? Are they missing something, like extracurricular activities or clubs? You know, like that, all that, in a jumble.
Sports? You think sports are a good idea?
I think sports are a great idea. It's never not a great idea for kids to be involved, be health conscious. I know in middle school they have like a yoga and relaxation class, which they didn't have that when I was growing up. That's nice. I think they have pretty much well-rounded sports here. Can't think of anything that's other than like track and running, cross country, which I did in middle school and high school. So they don't have, I haven't seen that. That would be nice to have.
I think you're right.
So, but
you know, there was a time, you haven't been around long enough, but there was a time when they wouldn't let them, basically the football coach and so on, I don't know who else, wouldn't let them have a soccer program for boys Because there weren't enough kids.
Oh,
So you
yeah,
could
I
have either a
know.
football team. Now you've got
And
plenty.
the size has
Yeah.
like doubled.
Right.
But that would be nice to have a track and running team. Being from Texas, San Antonio, Friday football is a big thing. So we'd always have high school
Friday night
football
lights.
Friday night. Yes. So that I enjoy coming to the games, and my sons are back and forth, like they want to play or not.
Well,
So
my grandkids are too, but anyway, I think about their heads a lot.
no pressure. I was like, no pressure. If you don't, that's okay.
Yeah, exactly. What about the safety and security thing? I mean, obviously, it's very much in the forefront of people's minds now. And are there things that you think the school could be doing more of to improve security? I mean, basically, they're locked during the day, so people can't get in, theoretically at least. And
I believe there's always room for improvement. What I've seen are doing a great job, but every time some tragedy happens, then everybody refocuses.
Right.
Let's double check. Let's check our security. Let's check everything, and they do their lockdowns. When they do lockdowns, they check everything, make sure that these locks are working, these magnets. Now they have the vestibules in the elementary and the middle school. I believe it's in the budget to do for the high school. So when you walk in, there's no need to go past the other doors. If you're dropping something off for your child, you can just drop it off inside the vestibule to the administrative staff. So, but there's always need for improvement. There might be new.
what do you think all this security is doing to the kids?
It's probably mixed emotions.
Yeah.
Probably some may be nervous or scared, or some may feel secure. And it's important when they do these drills that they know why they're doing it. And when they hear of the tragedy, I always have a talk with my children.
How did they react to that?
They
how did they? How do you? I mean, speaking as a parent, not as a school board candidate, how did your children react to the news from Florida as the most recent one?
They were sad and kind of like, that's so sad. Like, how could someone come into the school? You know, I don't understand. Scared, and they're like continuing to tell me, well, this is, I know we have this, but I would like do this situation, you know, and it's a scary,
It's a really scary thing.
So.
Should teachers have guns? So you got to answer that.
I do.
Wait a minute, wait. Without smiling, I got to cut it in, so it's got to look like it's in.
Right.
Okay.
Do you think there should be more guards in the schools?
I think it wouldn't hurt. I know there's one each at the elementary and the intermediate school and the middle school and high school. I think that would be nice to have. I don't, teachers have a lot on their plates as it is. They are like everything to the school and the kids, you know.
Right. But what about teachers with guns or security staff?
Yeah, I don't think we're there yet. I feel, you know, again, that teachers have a lot on plates. That's one thing that I don't think they should have. You know, I mean, it would, you know, not everyone should have one. I mean, I know that people will get a license to carry and take the course.
But even then, we saw in California what happened this week with the school administrator who was doing something with his gun, and it went off. And it
went off. So no, I don't believe that every teacher should carry or have to carry. You know, they're there for the children to teach and educate. Having more security at the school, what I think would be a solution. More precautions when they do lockdown, locking up the school. But I don't feel that they should.
What about the cost of the security, and where does that money come from?
I think it would go back to the budgets, putting it in the budget.
So it would come from the taxpayers. You
wouldn't.
Would you be willing to cut other things in order to pay for it?
I think it's a big ask, but I think it'd be worth it for the safety and security of the children in the school and the teachers and administrative staff, especially in this day and age.
What other things would you like people to think about when they're in the ballot box and thinking about voting for you?
That I am fully vested. I have children in the system. Nantucket has become my home. We love it. I love the community feel. I love being part of it. I'm a parent. I'm an employee here. I just, it's a big commitment, and I'm aware, and I would love to be part of it. The student council, I also am on the advisory board of the Fairwinds agency, so that's also different, but you know.
That's the mental health, basically
Yes.
the mental health agency, yes.
So
Well, good.
I'm ready, and you know, please vote for me.
All right. Gena Heneke,
Great.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
And best of luck to you.
Thank you.